we can find here this morning. Well, right off the bat, I see something here, but welcome in. My name is Ross. We do a little roaming with Roscoe here. Um, Always give me a like and subscribe, whatever you do on YouTube here. Join our community. So anyway, I see something right off the bat here. So we're just going to take a walk through the backyard today, and well, we're going to see what we see. So anyway, strap it in and let's go. Let's see what we can. Let's see what we can find. Hopefully, we can find something. But I see something here right now, so we're going to take a look at this. Let me switch this around, and let's go roaming. There we are. All right, let's see what we can do over here because we've got um, bird's nest, bird's nest fungus. Let's see how close we can get in here, and see if we can see um, what they call peridotals, the little eggs inside of the cup right there. You can see those, but there it is. It's bird nest fungus, and you can probably see those around. There's a couple different kinds. These ones are really small, but they do have some of them are still sealed up. Some of them have the eggs right in there. You can see that. Yep. Um, so anyway, the mechanism for transferring the spores is through a little bit of action from nature, bouncing those peridotals out of there and dispersing the spores. All right, so let's see what else we can find over here. Walking along the rock wall and taking a look. It's a cool Sunday morning here, and looks like it's going to be a great day. So I always love to go mushroom hunting, and we'll see what we come up with. A lot of times we're finding small ones early in the morning here that don't last too long. I don't particularly see any today, but a lot of times we'll find very ephemeral mushrooms that just come out for a few hours. We have something over here. This is starting to come out right here, and this is one of the eggs from the Amanita flavorubescens, which is the yellow blusher. So pretty cool on that. But let's take a look, see if we can find some stuff. I really thought that we were going to find some smaller mushrooms in this area here early in the morning, and we just did find the bird's nest ones. But let's take a little walk out into the backyard, see what we can find. Oh, right up here, I know this one's here. This one's fairly interesting though. This one is called the ash tree bolete. It's got a little bit longer name, but if you know it's an ash tree bolete, it's associated with aphids that are associated with the ash tree. So they have a multi-dimensional relationship here, and the closest ash tree is that one over here. So you can see how far, but stay here. So really, really cool underside right there. Picture worthy probably, but you can see that a lot of times we find out that they're there because of the mold that attacks these. So, but yeah, it's the ash tree bolete, and it's running along a root here, but it does have some symbiosis with the aphids that are down there. What do we got here? Maybe don't know. We're gonna dig this guy up. Take a look at this one. Huh. I don't know. It almost looked a little bit like the one of the Melalona maluka, the ones that we found last year. We'll put this one back for a second. I actually don't know. Those are fairly elusive, and that's why we go out and find them, so we can think about it. Another one of these ash tree boletes right there. Yeah. So anywhere that there's a a root system with the aphids. They got some sort of relationship there. We got a rustler right here. You guys probably all know what a rustler looks like. Let's pick this one up. Give it a sniff. That one doesn't even smell too bad. But there's a rustler. If you guys don't know what a rustler looks like, that's a classic rustler. They call them the brittle gill. And yeah, not as brittle as it should be. But also the cell structure makes them do that. Oh, what do we got here? A witch's hat. Ah, cool. I'm hoping to find some of these. It's that time of year. I'll have a video coming out on this one. Look at that. Yeah. Hygroside conica. Yeah, that one's really cool too. But it's slippery. It's got some some strange aspects to it because it's like a rainbow color when we first see it, and then it blackens and will blacken your skin. What else we got? Oh, what are these guys here? I don't know. They might just be baby rustlers, but let's take a look. Oh, wow, that's pretty. I don't know what that is. We'll save that one. We'll see if we can't find a spore print on that one. But those are always elusive. These little tiny ones. Let's save that one. Oh, let's see what else we can find. More rustler. This little guy could be, I don't know, maybe some sort of marasmius. Or let's take a look at the. Yeah, I don't know. Another one we'll have to take a better look at and give that one a smell. No real smell there. All right. Well, let's go see if we can find a spore print on that one. All right. Let's see what else we got out here. It's a beautiful, quiet Sunday morning here. Just kind of doing our fungal survey. We like to see what's up, how long it's been here. You know, how many days it takes for it to grow. What do we have here? That's odd, isn't it? Oh, yeah, the Christosperma. Look at that. That's a really weird one. We're going to run into that all the time. Another mold. We find a lot of molds. Oh, this one's cool. Xerocamelus Christosternum maybe? But anyway, I think they call it the red cap bolete. I wonder why. Red cracked cap bolete. Supposedly it's forageable. I don't know if I've ever seen them. Forageable. And able to be foraged. Yeah, because either the molds or the bugs. Here's another one of that Christosperma right here. Look at that. See how it has that golden color. That's where the Christ part is, the gold. Oh, look at that. That's cute. Let's just see what this one is. Oh, thought it was rustler. Another one. This guy here. What is this? Huh. I don't know. We have another one next to it though. Let's take a look. What the heck do we got? Huh. Well, I thought it was a Candelina, but I don't think so. I don't know. Huh. Well, that's another one. Let's just take a look. And then we're seeing it in this form right here, so we're going to probably have to get a iNaturalist picture on that one. Not sure what the heck that is. Huh. All right. Well, finding stuff and staying curious. That's what we do, you guys. We got more rustlers. This is what mycelium actually looks like right here. That is the mushroom. That's your mushroom right there. So when you hear us talking about mycelium or that the mushroom is merely the fruit, these are just the fruit on that tree, and the tree looks like that. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's just take a look around here because I was hoping to find, You can see why they call him the witch's hat right here. But I was hoping to find one that was in a little better condition here. This one really looks like a witch's hat, doesn't it? Like, look at this guy. I know. And people are always like, hey, is that what I think it is? No, it's not at all. It's really cool, though. It's in the Hygroside family, the waxy caps. So it's got some slipperiness to it. But let's just see over here. Look at how dark these ones are. Oh, darn. Well, we'll have to see if we get another flush of these ones, because they're really cool to find. I'll have a video coming out on that anyhow, from last year. But let's see. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Another moldy. You can see that one? Look at that. That's what happens. It turns white, and then it gets gold. Yeah. And thus the name. But you can see it attacks a lot of these. Here's one that is not attacked. And this one's a Gyroporus. The Gyroporus borealis. This is a good one. If you guys find something this size, that one right there, this is supposedly a good edible right there, and in great shape. But we tell the Gyroporus family by the inside of that stipe right there. That's a beauty right here, man. I'll tell you, if we could find a handful of those, I'm interested just to see what the flavor is. I don't need to fill up on it, you know. But I want to know what the allure is on some of these things. But they're so ephemeral, you know. They only come out every once in a while, and they're in small numbers. And then those small numbers get actually smaller when you consider, when you consider that the bugs, but and the mold. Yeah, mostly we find those moldy. All right, we can take a walk in the woods. Hopefully find something else. But anyway, if you guys enjoy what I do, come on over and follow me. Give me a follow, and whatever you do here. Pretty cool. We got some turkey tail there. And if you guys want to get out there on Sunday, it's family day, take your family out there and find some turkey tail and identify it. It's one of the best medicinals out there, the most studied mushroom in the world, probably. Oh yeah, look at this. Cool. Let's try to get a little peek at this one. I had a video on this the other day. That's what I think it is. It's pretty bad looking. Pretty terrible looking. Yeah, there it is. There it is, the parvovirescens. Russula parvovirescens. See, quilted Russula. And these are supposedly a great edible. We'll come back in a couple days and see if we can't do that. Like I say, I'd like to do some taste testing. Why not? I mean, just got to see what it tastes like so we can report that. We're all things fungus here. But here it is, some turkey tail. And look how white it is underneath there. Beautiful. So it's a little different shape than we normally would see that there. Maybe because of what it's growing on here, but there it is. It's actually got, I don't know, that one's probably worth a little more looking, because it does have a type of a stipe right there, which is not usually what we would consider to be turkey tail. So even though we're fairly confident, anytime you find something, it's worth a second look. Some of these things have different expressions. That's kind of the hardest thing, especially with turkey tail. I mean, the Latin name for turkey tail is versicolor, you know. So it's known to have many colors. They go all the way from white to black and probably every color in between. All right, well, let's take a look, see what's in the woods here. Probably run across some rustlers. We've got our eyes open for black chanterelles when we get closer to the game path here. But you see, we got a little bit of wetlands here, but not necessarily wet enough to do what we think it's going to do here. We ran into a lot of the purple ones yesterday on our walk. They were very interesting to find. Cortinaria siotis. And let's see, we ran into a few other interesting ones. But the purple ones are really great to find. But it seems like the Cortinarius and the Swillus spraggii, you guys might call it pictus. But yeah, those are out right now, so we'll explore that. Pretty. There's one of our amanitas right here that we find everywhere. It's one of the yellow amanitas. I'll take a look at it. Why not? It needs its spores to be thrown around the woods here. But that's a beautiful one. That one, the name refers to it being yellow and conic. And I still have a problem with that. But there it is, another beautiful mushroom. And an amanita, as the stature shows you, and also the veil remnants. All right. Let's see what else we can see. We're getting into the area where the animals come through, and that's a lot of times where I like to take a look. Just it seems like that's how the spores get spread, one way or another. But it's been kind of a spotty year. We did find some Lactarius last weekend. That was pretty cool. A couple of really cool mushrooms, but we love those purple ones. So between the purple and the Swillus spraggii, if you know the painted bolete, yeah, pretty cool stuff. So we'll see if we can't do some more documentation as far as giving you another new video, or I'm sure the old one's going to come up. I think I did a Willy Wonka with the purple mushrooms, but they're always fun to find. Any kind of color in the wood is fun to find. We're probably walking past a couple mushrooms that we're not even able to see right now. So, but anyway, a quick Sunday mycodiversity walk out here, where we're just trying to check to see what's different, what might be happening out in the woods, what's in season. Well, we don't know. Look at this guy. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah. Let's take a look at the base. Wow, look at that one. Let's take a good look at this one, because this is what a panther cap would look like right here. And look at that. We got the slug on the top, but we have a really low-lying annulus, if that's what that is, and we don't have the trademark Pantherina base on this one. So that one's pretty cool. I'm not sure what to actually put that one in as far as the class of Amanita, because we do have different Amanitas, and if it was the one I thought it would have been in the the Muscaria family, Pantherina. But yeah, with the Amanitas, they have different sections that they put them in. And we were inundated with the Amera rubescens, the red staining, the red staining ones, just recently. That was great. Probably have a couple more videos coming up on that. What do we have over here? Take a look. What we've got here. Oh yeah, another one of these Lactarius. You can see a little bit of the milk coming out right here. I'll try to damage it. See that? This one is probably the Papyratus. We've been seeing those in the woods here. I have a video, and they have this way of burning your mouth if you taste them. So obviously not probably a good edible, but it'll sting you. It's a chemical sting. which should tell you to stay away. But, you know, I think it's like a 9-volt battery, really. So you just want to keep going back. Like, did that just happen? Um, but anyway, let's take a look around here. Scouring the undergrowth, looking for shrumps. This is the time of year when we're going to see a shrump, and we got to kick it. I know. You got to see what's underneath there, because it could be a lobster mushroom. Here's some more. Yeah, some more of these Lactarius deceptivus. Ooh, look at that. That's a beauty right there. Let's see if we can make it bleed again. Well, the short-footed rustler is a lot like this one too, but you can see the milky exuding right there. But it is hot, you know, and it you can always taste any mushroom as long as you spit it back out, and that's how we feel to identify them. Because, you know, there's one that looks a lot like that won't burn your face off. Not a great edible, but like I said, it turns into a great edible when it ends up being in the lobster mushroom, which is a mold. We just saw a bunch of mold on this walk, and lobster mushrooms are mold, so we're literally looking for moldy. We're looking for moldy mushrooms, really. Here's one, kind of cool. Purple tooth polypore, and there's two different kinds, and I was not so sure about it before, but there's two different kinds of purple tooth polypore, and one grows on hardwood and one grows on pine. So this one happens to be the one on hardwood. All right, well, let's take a look around, see what happens here. We've been finding a few things and talking about a few others, but I am looking for like these little umbrella things in the woods here, only because they smell like garlic, and it's a great little thing to put in your butter. Picked one up last weekend that smelled like maple, and everything it touched smelled like maple. But we find fungus everywhere. You know, sometimes we got to search a little harder. Look at this little guy right here, little brown mushroom. That's cute though, isn't it? Let's take a look at this one. Possibly a mycena, but that one throws up more of an entoloma. We can't see, but if it were entoloma, it would end up having pink gills underneath there, pink spores underneath there. I don't see that. But anyway, a lot of times we'll go out and just collect mushrooms and try to bring them back to the lab and see if we can't identify something that it might be, or get it close, or save it for somebody that does know. There's some people that specialize in certain mushrooms. I just like to find stuff and stay curious, but sometimes we don't end up we don't end up finding what we want to find, but we find adventure. But you never know. I mean, that's the whole thing about mushroom hunting, is that around every corner there could be a total surprise. Some sort of purple mushroom, red mushroom, something edible. Ah, a toad. A toad on toadstool. But anyway, we're always scouring the ground and trying to find anything we can to talk about. Even toads. It is beyond fungi. But anyway, guys, I'm glad you could come along with us for our little walk through the woods here, just to take a look at what we might be able to find. And, well, you just never know. But we'll come on over to the path right here and get ready to exit, and wish you guys a great day of finding fungus and staying curious. So anyway, that's our show for today. I appreciate you coming by. Give me a like and a follow, whatever it is that you do, and watch for more content here. And you can find me over at TikTok. But be well, take care, enjoy, and stay curious, hang loose, and be cool. Bye. Have a great day.